stream here in a couple minutes. Just checking to make sure everything is good on the internet connection. It's been going in and out, so I just wanted to give it a couple minutes here to make sure that it is working fine. So I hope everybody's having a good day. And today I kind of want to talk about Amazon and selling on Amazon. I know a lot of people have that question, and being able to kind of help you guys out with that is what I aim to do today. So, looks like everything is good on the stream. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, per usual, I just go on Quora, making sure that um, I'm getting relevant questions from people. People like you, hopefully tuning in just to learn a little bit more about e-commerce and selling on the different channels out that is available out there for you. So, like I said, I'm talking about selling on Amazon today. I'm still selling on Amazon. I've been selling on Amazon for almost 3 years now, a little over 3 years. So, I've been through the ins and outs and pretty much learned everything that you can possibly learn selling on Amazon, the ups and downs, and all the different types of tactics and all the different types of things they changed throughout the years. And hopefully, this video will bring you a little bit closer to your dream of selling on Amazon and making sure that you have a good strategy and not make as many mistakes as I've been through. And that is the goal of this video or the stream. So, all right, the most basic question is, how do I start selling on Amazon? Selling on Amazon is, you just gotta have a business account. So just make sure you have all the business stuff, legal stuff out of the way, and go ahead and sign up for a Amazon account, a selling account. So I think it's seller.amazon.com. You sign up, and basically, first thing you need to do after that is define products that you want to sell on Amazon. There's a couple different ways you can sell on Amazon. You can sell the products that you make yourself, the products that you're sourcing from other places. Even drop shipping is available on Amazon. But first and foremost, you got to find the products. You got to have, but probably all these already all in mind before you even set up anything, is doing all the research and making sure that you have the products in line that, or the categories in line that you want to sell. And just like any other e-commerce platform, you got to list your products. So if you have a product, just go ahead and list it on there. I know this is a very broad kind of explanation talking about, but number one is to do your research, make sure you have the products, and there's a couple different ways you can have products on Amazon, sell on Amazon. But the most important thing is making sure you have a good category, you have all the data behind why you're selling the products that you're going to be selling, and if you're going to be making it yourself, making sure that you have the inventory and all that, all research lined up, how quick you can make things or how quick you can get things into your possession or over to Amazon to fulfill for you. So that's kind of how you start selling on Amazon. I think there's a couple more steps before you want to um, answer before you set up everything on Amazon. But either way, that is how you start selling. Just sign up for an account. Pretty simple. What are the best products to sell on Amazon? This is a question that is, of course, everybody wants to know the best products to sell so they can make some money. Um, there is no, hey, this is the best product to sell on Amazon. It always changes. There's trends. There's new products coming out. There's new brands coming out. There's new inventions coming out. So the best products that, from my experience, to sell is products that have good data behind it, good sales data behind it, good um, good providers, good manufacturers of those items, and that's kind of how we determine how to sell or what to sell. It's all a lot of it is data driven. I know some of you have passion on products that you basically make yourself, or the products that you want to sell is kind of in your passion area. That is good. But it can only take you so far. If the sales data or if the demand isn't even there, it's going to be very, very hard to be successful on Amazon or even your own e-commerce store. The supply has to meet the demand. So if you're looking for just a part-time little hobby and you want to pursue a passion that you feel like people would like, or you're going to try to convince people to like it, that is okay. But don't have the expectation of, hey, I have a product that I love and I know other people will love it and it's going to automatically sell on Amazon. There's a lot of research and a lot of trends and a lot of competitor analysis that you want to be doing before you kind of jump all in on a product. So I've always talked about, and if you follow my YouTube channel, there is a video about the 3 tier mindset that I have. It's basically just having a good mindset on selecting the right products, and I won't go too much into detail on this one. You can check out the video on over there, but kind of talk about the 3 tier mindset, and it's a great way to find products to sell. So, and can I make 6 million a year selling? Absolutely, you can make a lot more than 6 million a year. How do I here's another same question on how do I find products to sell on Amazon? I'm gonna go back and touch base on kind of the search process that you probably should be going through, or even during the research part of it. Remember I was talking about doing all the research and finding all the data to back up why you're selling some stuff. Um, for example, I'm gonna show you a real life example. So if you go to Amazon and what was I searching? Let's just go BB grill cover, because I just saw a commercial or saw an ad online about this. Oop, not grill cover, BBQ grill mat. That's what it was. So it's one of these mats that you kind of put over your grill, so so you don't really have to clean your grill that much, I guess. It doesn't stick or anything like that, and it still gives you kind of the grill lines on here. So let's say, okay, you ran over this and you're kind of interested in this, and you're like, okay, maybe I want to be selling those, because you're really not tied into any specific product or specific category right now. You're just surfing, browsing, and trying to get a good sense of the product that you want to sell. If you go over here and you're like, oh, yep, there's a lot of people selling here, and there's a thing we call product gap. And what I mean by product gap is when you see all these people that when you see all these categories, you see all these search terms that get dominated by people that have 4,000 reviews, 3,000 reviews. They've been around for so long that they're definitely a established seller. 358, 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, 1,000. Now you're getting down to the 128. These are brand new sellers, man. These are where we call product gap, right? You're looking at 128 reviews only and 15 reviews only. Ignore that. That's an actual grill. 410 even is a little low. 268 compared to all these other ones that you're looking at 16 up here. They're all on the front page. Like these are definitely products that are in what we call a product gap, because there's new users popping up that are selling it, and they're reaching kind of far up on the search terms. So when somebody searches BBQ grill mats, you're looking at them being able to potentially view your product and potentially buy it. So once you see like, okay, yeah, this is a very interesting product, and I'm showing you this is real time. This is me searching today right now, and you're looking at, okay, I do want to sell these grill mats, and I need to figure out a way to source it. I'm gonna make another video about sourcing, but for example, I go to Alibaba. It's the biggest kind of sourcing website out there. They're pretty much all based in China, all these manufacturers, but they're reliable. There's tricks to make sure that you find reliable manufacturers out there. So you go BBQ grill mats, not BBQ, just grill mats, and you're looking at all these different products. Like it's kind of the grill mats that people are selling right now. So you're scrolling there. Wait a sec. You're looking at this picture right here, And if you go back to Amazon real quick, look at this picture right here. This is the exact, it's a 5-pack. Let me see. Let me scroll up. I think I saw, no, yeah, there it is. The Amazon Choice one is a 5-pack, same image. Let's look into it more. Um, you're looking at 10 cents to 50 cents per piece. So if you're looking at a 5-pack, you're $2.50 plus whatever shipping it is. Shipping on this product from experience is probably, just add, to be safe, add $4 or $5 to it um, per unit, which is very, very high. So you're at 250 plus $5 in shipping, so you're at $7.50 cost of goods. Um, you go back here, they're selling it for $15, so you're, like I said, $7.50 in. You're at $15. You got a nice little margin to work with. If you're doing FBA, let's just say FBA, you Amazon's going to take another $4 or $5. Let's say it's at, now you're at $11.50, and just say, let's, to make it easier, $11, right? So you're making $4 every single one you sell. If you want to do it organically and get some of these organic sales, just got to make sure you have a good listing, good bullet points, and good images. I don't really recommend using the same image as the one that Alibaba. I would recommend taking your own pictures and being able to kind of do it organically that way. Definitely you want to be able to sell on different channels like your own website or even eBay or Walmart.com or other website, that sales channel that is available out there, and slowly increase those margins, increase those the decrease the marketing costs that it's going to cost, because you're going to have to spend a little bit of money to get the first few sales, either through Amazon or through outside traffic. That's a skill in itself. Make sure you're good at marketing to lower that one. And once you start getting sales, once you have to reorder, re-up, now you got negotiating power over your manufacturer. Now it's not 50 cents a piece. Now it's 25 cents a piece or 10 cents a piece, depending on how much you order. And that's when you start making some money. Like this, when you start shaving a buck or two. Now, the reason why you're reordering is because you're running out of inventory. So the next order is going to be 200 boxes or 200 of these, and the next one will be 500, because you're actually making money on the 200 now. The first 100 or so, you might be making a buck or two, but once you get going, then you will start seeing the compounding effect of, hey, the next order I put, instead of making $100 or $200, now you're making 500. Now you're making 1,000. Now you're making 2,000 on the 1,000 order that you're going to be putting in. So those are the small things that you do before you even start selling on Amazon. All these different research, all these different tactics on researching, all these different margins that you want to know about. These are all the tricks, and these are all the experiences that I've learned, and it's going to be useful information whenever you want to start any product, or you want to expand anything, or expand your products anyway. So regardless to what products you sell or selling on any sales channel, the number one thing is to definitely do your research on the products that you want to sell, and having numbers to back it, and having good margins is very, very important. So that's kind of a real life example. I mean, it's grill mats is nothing crazy. It's a light product. It's easy to use. You don't have to explain a lot of things. I mean, just get it up, get it ordered, get it tested, and start selling it. What are the secrets to selling a product on Amazon? I mean, there's really not a lot of crazy secrets to sell. You just got to do it right. Amazon's a big enough company to find these people that are trying to cheat it, or trying to do anything that is shady. They will catch you, and it's not worth it, honestly. Seen it too many times. I see so many clients come to me like, "Oh, I got my account banned. I need to restart a new one," or "What did I do wrong here? Why am I not getting any sales? I did a bunch of keywords in my listings. I keyword stuff the heck out of my title and all that. I mean, that's not the whole point of selling a product. Having a really legible product description, good images, all these are not really secrets. All these are just small things that you need to put it all together and do it right, and not try to cheat or not try to cut in line. Do it right. Give it time. Give it patience. If you have a good product, they will come. If you have a good product, people will leave reviews. And the secret is just doing the small things right. And I know it sounds like it's not really a secret or any groundbreaking information, but it is just making sure you do the little things right, and you will sell products online. So, um, if you want a little more in depth in any of the tactics or any of like the research part or any of the setting up stuff or any of the product listing, you can hit me up on Fiverr. I have a gig on there that I feel like it's really reasonable. And if you need to talk to me one on one directly, that'd probably be the best way to start. Especially when you're selling on Amazon or before you even start on selling on Amazon, definitely help you actually talk to me first, and I can give you kind of some pointers or set you in the right direction, um, and help you out and help you not make the mistakes that a lot of people make. And that's all on my Fiverr gig. So I can put in the link in the description if you want to check it out, or talk to me about it. So. uh, How can I make 100 grand on the first year selling and starting from zero? Unfortunately, you cannot probably start selling on Amazon from zero. You probably the only way you really could is drop shipping, but that in itself is kind of dangerous. If you are trusting your Amazon account on a drop shipper immediately, if the product is crappy or if you get even a couple bad reviews off the bat, your seller account is going to get flagged, and it's a tough uphill climb from there. Um, so I don't recommend really having the mindset of I can start an FBA account or selling on Amazon with $0. It just doesn't happen. I mean, unless you see the product, test the product, and actually have uh, very confident about the distributor or the manufacturer that you're working with that is drop shipping your products, then I can say you can do it. But with that being said, you still have to pay marketing fee. You still have to market your products, right? So there's no way that you can start selling from zero. Oh my gosh, huh. Did my stream just cut out a little bit? Let's give it a sec to catch up. I think it's good now. Yeah, I think it's good now. Where was I? Oh yeah, starting from zero. This is what I was talking about down here. I hope the stream is clear. Sorry for the pauses. Just making sure that this little bar graph thingy tells me how good my stream health is. So that's okay. Okay. So back at it. So don't have that mindset that you can start FBA Amazon selling on Amazon with zero. You gotta put in the investment. And depending on how many products you start with, uh, that zero to whatever price you're willing to put in to start it will be determined by how many products you think you want to be selling immediately on Amazon. Uh, but I mean, in the first year, you can definitely make easily 100 grand. I mean, you got to be doing something very wrong to not make 100 grand the first year. If you put in the time and you dedicate a lot of your hours and a lot of your time learning about Amazon and talking to the experts and making sure that you are learning and you are staying ahead of the curve and you are adding new products in your categories and finding different ways and getting better at marketing and having all these different other things that you can get better at and just let the sales come, just because you're doing the other small things, the things that people aren't really focused on. You can be focusing on like getting reviews or following up with people and doing all the small things. Really is where you can really make that money, not just expecting to start from zero and get 100 grand just because you've heard so many stories of people, or you take this one course and they tell you you can do that. It's not that simple, and I can tell you firsthand, it's never going to be that simple. If it was that simple, everybody would be doing it. And I'm just here to warn you and making sure that you set your expectations right, but the expectation can be met if you do all the small things. How much margin should you make when selling on Amazon? I put my margins at 30% on any product, and that's after marketing fees, that's after Amazon fees, that's after the cost of goods sold, that's after everything. How much I pay the customer service. Uh, Customer service team to take care of a lot of these issues. All that you take into account, and if you're really not making 30%, and this is not really after you, I mean, I don't expect 30% right off the bat. I mean, if you have a product that you've been selling for 6 months or even 4 or 5 months, you should probably be turning around that corner of, hey, I'm making that 30% margins going forward, and that should just increase occasionally because you're scaling and you're ordering more. And when you order more inventory, the better deals you get. So those margins will start slowly creep up. But I don't really see a lot of products that you're going to be able to make more than 30% margins on, especially selling on Amazon. If you sell on your own website, you could probably have a way better margin than that. But on Amazon with the fees and and all the different other price competition and all that, 30% is kind of where I see the high point is. So, um, how can I sell? Yep, no, I'm not in India. Is selling on Amazon a profitable business? Yeah, of course it's a profitable business. That's why there's so many people selling on Amazon. Just because the volume is there, and with volume on anything, if you're smart and you're selling the right products and you don't sell at a negative, then it's a profitable business, right? A profitable business, you just got to make a dollar to be a profitable business. And there's way too many um, products that you're able to sell on Amazon to make money, and it all comes down to, hey, sell the right products with the right demand, with the right margins, and that's a pretty simple formula to follow, right? What are some of our useful hacks and tricks on selling on Amazon? Um, you probably want to talk to me one on one on some of the hacks and selling tricks. There's way too many. I mean, you got to break down different areas and you got to break down different sections of your, or the sections of the process that you're in right now. Are you Do you need help with hacks and tricks on the product listing, on your imagery, on the Amazon campaigns, or pushing outside traffic to your Amazon listing, or bundling, subscription, subscribe and save, brand registry? There's so many different things that you got to be doing. Oh, and I missed the second part of it. Some of them are legal and even encouraged, while others are just, yeah. I mean, they're with anything that in business, there's a bunch of stuff that you can do that is unethical, illegal, dirty, or whatever the word that you want to be using. But at the end of the day, Amazon is a smart company. They will track you down. They will hunt you down if you do dirty and unethical stuff. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. I mean, you can do things right. You can make money doing things right. Amazon is huge. There's so much volume that you don't need to be too greedy to make money. You just got to stay patient. You got to do things right. You got to be able to sacrifice a couple things, and the sacrifice will pay off if you do these things right. So, unethical, dirty hacks, these are just make money quick schemes that it just doesn't last. It's like anything that you do illegal, it just doesn't last. It won't last. I plan to buy on Alibaba and sell on Amazon. What products do you think about? I showed this to you earlier. You got to do the research. Go find the products that have that product gap I talked to you about earlier. If you need to learn more about product gap or get more in depth, just contact me and we'll set something up. But find the product gap. Find these areas that new sellers are selling because the competition is a little less strenuous than the other categories that you might be researching. So, just small little tips and tricks on finding the right products to sell. So, the good news is pretty much any product that you see on Amazon, it's going to be on Alibaba. You're gonna be able to source it from there. So, how hard is it to sell on Amazon FBA? I think the I guess the FBA just threw me apart. FBA just means fulfilled by Amazon, so you just ship to Amazon and they'll fulfill it, and it doesn't matter. As long as you have an Amazon account, you can do an FBA. I mean, how hard is it to sell? I think this user's question is a little off, but it's not hard. It really isn't hard to sell on it. To make money, of course, it's hard. To do it right is hard. To scale it is hard. A lot of these other things, to market it is hard. All of these things are hard, but to set up an account and get things started isn't really that hard. Is this the perfect time to start selling on Amazon? I would say, hey, anytime is a good time to start selling on Amazon because the volume's there. Um, and that is true. That is actually 100% true that the volume is always there. One of my biggest months that we've had was in February when we were one of the Amazon top 10 trending products in February, and we just killed it. So that's coming off of December or the Christmas season that we absolutely killed it too. So we thought we were going to take a couple months of stagnant growth, but February hit. We hit a good product, and we had our biggest month in February. So don't underestimate the perfect time to start selling because a lot of these um, products that you're selling aren't really seasonal. Just because Amazon, I mean, it's nationwide, worldwide. People are going to be buying whenever they want to on things whenever they feel like because it's so easy for them to access online, and that's the beauty of Amazon. You can buy anything at any time, anywhere, and that's that's Amazon for you. But with that being said, selling on Amazon is kind of like selling on your own website. It takes time to get your listing up, or same thing as getting your website. It takes time to SEO or organically rank your products. And I've seen products organically list or start climbing in month 2 and 3. So we're in August right now. So month 2 would be August, September, October. So 2 months would be October, 3 months in November. So when November rolls around, you you ideally want to start ranking your products up because that's right around the Christmas season and sales and Black Friday and the craziness of e-commerce or just online shop or just shopping in general, I guess, is right around that November, December time. So yes, this is a perfect time to start, just because you gotta wait a couple months for it to actually start ranking naturally. If, like I keep harping on, if you do the small things right, if you have a good imagery, you have good bullet points, you have legible product description, you're answering customers' questions, you're doing all the small things, asking for reviews or whatever. There's too many things that to go over, um, and right now, honestly, I'd say probably this is the right time to start selling on Amazon if you really are serious. You really need to source some products because another thing is a lot of these sourcing companies they start taking the last orders in November. So um, if you see a product that is going to be working, it probably, like I said earlier, it's going to start ranking up probably in late October, early November. You got to make decisions. You got to make a quick decision on, okay, am I going to order 1,000 more, or am I just going to order another 200 and hope that it doesn't run out? And because late November, early December, your distributors or manufacturers most likely, and this is from firsthand experience, they will not be responding to your emails. They won't care. They're on vacation. They have their holidays, and you're kind of SOL, um, trying to order new products around them unless you have a great manufacturer, or unless you tell them, even if you tell them pre that you might be ordering new products, they might just say, okay, you just got to place the order now. So be aware of that, and this is coming from firsthand experience. And like I said, now is probably the good time to start if you really are serious about selling on Amazon. But is it necessary to start right now? No, not really. If you unfortunately missed the holiday season this year, don't worry about it. January, February, March, April, all these months, you're gonna have your opportunity to sell. And that's all I gotta say on that part of it. Actually, give me a sec. I'm gonna get some water. All right. Just gonna scroll down. A lot of these questions are the same. Oh, this is a good question. How is Shopify different from selling on Amazon? So basically, when you have a Shopify website, it's your own website. You control it, you do everything. You manage the customer, you manage your order, you manage a lot of these things that you need to change in the website, the layout, and all that good stuff that comes to basically you owning your store. Selling on Amazon is basically you're part of a kind of a mall, right? You're your own store, but you have a space leased out from the mall. So you have your standalone store. You follow all the rules and guidelines from the malls. They set the hours. They set all these different things that you have to follow. And the main difference is Shopify, you get to control a lot of these things that you have to do, a lot more responsibilities, but a lot less restrictions on a lot of things. Amazon, on the other hand, there is the volume. You don't have to pay for all the foot traffic that is going to be coming in to the store, to the mall. You're here. You just gotta follow their guidelines, and their guidelines sometimes are strict, and but that comes because they're sending you a bunch of eyeballs to your listings or to your store. So the biggest difference is the control, and the restrictions. Basically, Shopify, you have a lot of control. Amazon has restrictions, volumes over there. Um, and the good thing about Shopify is if you do it right, and if you do the marketing, if you do all the operational stuff, you're gonna make more money. The margins are higher because you don't have to pay different fees. You don't have to pay rent, right? You don't have to pay rent to Amazon, saying, or every sale that you do, you don't have to pay Amazon and say, okay, here's a little bit, to cover whatever marketing or whatever fees that I have to pay you. So that's a big difference. Yeah, that's a good question. how do I make 2,000 a week? And this is pretty much coming from the people asking about selling on Amazon. 2,000 per week just on my laptop. The good thing about Amazon, or Amazon FBA to be more exact, is you can ship all your inventory straight to Amazon. There's a couple different layers that you have to go by. Um, excuse me, making sure it's prepped right, making sure the packaging, making sure all the products are um, in working order before they get to FBA or before they get to Amazon. And that is probably the way, or probably this person heard about making $2,000 per week just on my laptop is, yeah, selling on Amazon. You don't have to even have to touch the products nowadays. Like you just run through a FBA inspection, or these companies that will inspect the products and label them, and ship it to the right Amazon location for you already. You're gonna have to pay a little bit more, but if it's a hot product, it doesn't matter. You just got to turn over the products. You got to turn over your inventory, and I've done manage my store from all different types of areas in Taiwan. I visited my parents in Taiwan, and I can work from there. I don't have to have the inventory shipped to my like anywhere. I just tell them to ship it to the FBA inspection company that I use, and tell them to, all right, ship it over to Amazon when you guys okay it, and let's get started. Let's start selling. Let me focus on my marketing. Let me focus on the operational part of things. Let me focus on the listings and all that I can do from anywhere that has an internet connection. So how can I make that per week? How can I make that per week with just my laptop? That's the way to do it, honestly. If you're selling online or if you're selling on Amazon, is utilize their FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. It's a very powerful tool to use for any e-commerce store if you don't want to hold in inventory, or if you don't have any areas to hold inventory. Um, as long as the products sell, all these little minor costs shouldn't be that big of an issue unless you're running on razor thin margins. And if you're running on razor thin margins on your product, you're probably selling the wrong product. All right, that's it. I think I'm going to answer one more question and should be good to go. Got to get a good question to end on. Can I make 10K a month selling on Amazon as a beginner? Yes, you definitely can. I mean, I hate these questions that are people have the specific amount like they want to be making a month type things. But you can make money. You can make a good living, even if you're a beginner. The only thing with a beginner is you probably want to pay somebody, or you probably want to pay for expert advice. So you want to talk to somebody that has been doing it and tells you, aka myself, and be able to kind of guide you through some of these things that took me 2 3 months to learn. It'll just take you a month to learn and to be used to, and those are the times that you can really cut out, and it makes a huge difference, and it'll make you so much better when you're selling product 4 5 6, right? You first couple one, you're probably gonna stumble through. If you have an expert or you're talking to somebody that's been through it, you won't stumble as hard, but you still have to stumble through a lot of these things. No matter how good you are with selling stuff, you're still gonna have to adapt to some of the changes that are going through, or some of the trends that are happening. But don't be too caught up on the beginner status. Beginner is so um, relevant to what you feel like what the beginner meaning is. Just talk to somebody that's been doing it. I mean, you just get quality. Just soak all that up and try to implement it yourself. You're gonna make mistakes, of course, but just talk to somebody that's reliable, and just keep chugging along, keep grinding. That's the whole name of the game. Amazon keeps changing. Amazon keeps adapting. Everybody's starting to catch up. So if you're a step ahead, and if you're really taking it seriously, you're going to be naturally a step ahead, because you have that passion and you want to be able to do this as a career. And yeah, make that money. Like, just at the end of the day, just talk to an expert. Make sure that you are doing the things right, and don't try to um, tough it tough tough it through. I guess don't try to um, be stubborn and say you know a lot. Even if you come from a little bit of experience selling on other platforms like an eBay or an Etsy, like Amazon's a new beast. Selling on your own websites a new thing. I mean, these Jet.com, Walmart.com, all these have their own different types of expertise that are needed to be successful. So you have to rely on somebody else, or if you have a business partner, or if you have a business partners or a team, you just got to make sure that um, you don't make too many mistakes that can be avoided just by simply asking a question to somebody that is knowledgeable in that. And it's I made that mistake before. I made the the stubborn decision on, hey, I can fight this through. I can read about it. I can go to these forums. I can go to Quora, and I can just read the answers and be able to kind of just go, okay, yep, I got it. But having a good conversation, 10, 15, 30-minute conversation, getting that um, the expertise from a phone call, from a video call, from a face to face is so much more valuable than just reading it online and just relying on other people that um, might aren't reacting to your cues or your different types of follow up questions that you would have um, when talking to somebody face to face. So that is how I'm gonna end it. I mean, it's been fun talking about selling on Amazon. Everything is always exciting when I talk about selling on Amazon, just because the volume is just there. You put a product that it's going to sell. Just make sure you have the right margins, make sure you have the right imagery, and make sure you take care of your customers. Because if you don't take care of their customer, if you don't take care of your customers, Amazon is not going to be happy, and they're the mall owners. They can kick you out and replace you with somebody in just a heartbeat. So selling on Amazon. I'm sure I'm going to talk about this a lot more. A lot of people have these questions. Like you already see, a lot of people have similar questions, but there's way too many things to talk about selling on Amazon that I can probably talk about this for 2, 3, 4 months about any topic if I wanted to. So, as usual, follow my YouTube channel to see the replay. Or if you want to just contact me, I'll put the contact information in the description. If you need to go more in depth, more one on one, just find me over on Fiverr or even just email me and we can get things started. And as long as you're passionate, as long as you feel like this is the direction that you want to go down, selling on Amazon, selling on your own website, or just e-commerce in general, I feel like I'm the man you need to talk to, and just being able to set you on the right path is where I'm here to help. So hopefully you got something out of this stream, and hopefully you contact me if you have any questions. See you later, guys.